But,
I live here 45 years.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this. Those type of people.
my old coworker, I was with him maybe about 2 months ago, and he was telling me I went to go pick him up, and we had to go back to his house, and so we drove down the driveway. And when he got back in the car, he said, "Oh, I hate this fucking driveway." And I said, "Why?" He was like, "Because there's always fucking rats back here." Because I noticed that they put their trash out in their driveway instead of in front of their house. And he said, "Yeah, there's always rats out here." He said, "I even came to the car one day, and my thing wouldn't start. My car was fucked up and it wouldn't start." He said, "I opened the hood of the car. There's a rat in there."
Oh yes.
Did I tell you?
No.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I've seen that, like in South Philly.
Yeah.
They were saying
There's
the
a rat in
rats
the hood.
was like they had the Popeyes or one of them damn stores, and the rats be under the hood of their cars,
So-
tearing the inside of their cars.
Yeah. So he was the first person I ever heard say that. Mm-hmm. And then after that is when I started hearing more and more about it. So you know me, I am petrified of rats, mice. I'm petrified of all things. So I went to go look that shit up because bitch, I drive.
Right.
And I don't want to come out and there's a rat in my fucking under the hood of my damn car. I can deal with a mouse. A rat,
Yeah.
I'd probably slam my hand in that car. So I looked that shit up, and then I learned, yeah, they use it
Because it's warm.
because it's warm, and a lot of times they use it to hide from predators like cats and stuff. So they get up under your car and then they shimmy their way in, and I'm just like, oh, baby. I'm like, oh no. What's going on? He's scared of that wind. I don't know what he's doing, but he better stop. So I was just like, oh no, like that's not good. And then the other day when I seen, but you know what they're doing here in Philly right now? They're tearing up a lot of these damn streets.
Yep.
And they're leaving these streets tore up and open and exposed for weeks and months. And it's giving these rats the ability to come up out of these damn
Not
holes.
even just the rats. Remember that time they had pulled up my mine block, and when they had dug in the earth, like all of these roaches came up from under the ground.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was like 1,000 millions coming up from under the ground because they had to replace the
Pipes.
pipes.
Yeah, the
because
sewer
it
pipes.
was over. They said it was over 100 years old.
Well, that's what they were doing near my job. And it's funny because last year I had read about they had put on in the news about the project that was going to take place, and then once the project started, I'm like, yo, I didn't think it would happen right here near my job. All just talk the detours, but the sewer pipes they had to replace them because they were over 100 years old, and it needed to be replaced, and so they were doing it for about a good 2 months, 3 months. Right in front of my job, they're finished now because they done put the street back in the block over. They're finished on their block too. But that's a nuisance, and I can't even imagine living on them blocks and your street is towards
shut
like that.
down for all those months and weeks. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys have been good. I've been doing okay. I don't want to talk about it yet because I don't know. But if things go the way I hope they don't go, I might have some free time this summer. Some free time to do what I want.
What do you want to do?
Well, if things happen, Mikkel, I want to just do stuff over. I want to probably work on bringing the podcast back. I just want to do a lot of stuff. Because it'll give me a lot of time to think and then a lot of time to make some changes where I think I need to make changes, and that's what I want to do. Just take a little break, but not for too long. Because I don't want to pay for Obamacare. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Obamacare is way. I'd rather somebody else dime pay for it than mine. But yeah. But I've been doing okay though. I've been doing okay. What else? What else has been going on? Let me tell y'all. It's been, so as y'all know, it's almost been 5 years since my mom's passing, and just not just thinking about her, right? Because y'all know I miss my mom. But I'm just like, just think about where our lives were 5 years ago. 5 years ago, we couldn't go outside. 5 years ago, we had a curfew. You couldn't go out by this time. You had to be in by this time. You had to wear a mask on your face. You really couldn't get in Ubers with nobody. You couldn't remember, I used to do Uber, the share Uber all the time. I haven't done a share Uber in over 5 years. And I don't know nobody that does it. You just couldn't do nothing. You had to stay 6 feet apart. It was just a crazy time. And around this time was still like the beginning. And then you had people like out in the streets marching and fighting and, for our rights. It was just a lot going on. And I am really happy about how far we've come versus those 5 years. But this was definitely the time where we were in the thick of it. The news had the little sticker of how many people was contracting COVID, how many deaths they had. People don't know what to do. So many people on ventilators. People telling you don't go out. Like, it was just a lot, and nobody knew who to believe. Or nobody believed it until it came to their doorstep.
Because remember, early on, it was something that was happening overseas.
Yeah.
And the first case of COVID happened on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Then when it came over here, it was, black people can't get it. We're not
right.
Remember that? Black people can't get it. And then there was a basketball player, I think it was, that got it.
Yes.
It was like, whoa, he's black. What's going on? And then after that, the cases of COVID kept, and I think it started on the West Coast first. I think in California somewhere. And then it just started moving on over to the East Coast.
Yeah. Mind you, some people had already been sick, and the doctors didn't even know what it was.
They didn't know what it was, right?
And people who had passed away, and when they tested their bodies, they was like, "Oh, well, COVID was already here. We just didn't know."
We didn't know.
Yeah, like it was bad. It was bad. It was just a time, and I was just thinking, like, at that time, around this time, I knew my mom was in the hospital. So, like, around this time, they was like, "It's COVID." And I was like, "Well, how? I just didn't understand it." This is like her first week, like fully on the ventilator, but they said she had pulled the shit off, and they wanted to see how her breathing would do without it, and she couldn't breathe with it. I mean, she breathed for like 30 minutes, but it was bad. I know she has to go back on it. It was just that whole time. I was just like so unsure. I just didn't know. Everybody was doing TikToks and live videos. Everybody's just talking. You up 3-4 o'clock in the morning, don't know why, but it's always like 300-400 people watching whoever you watching. Like, that was really a time. And I don't think it's a time that we should forget. I don't think we should forget that. You really haven't seen any documentaries on like COVID, the people who lost family members through COVID. Where are the COVID? I haven't really seen any.
I lost 2 family members through COVID and 2 members at my church.
Yeah.
Through COVID. And remember, my cousins, it was a mother, her brother, and her son. Her son and her brother died. Do you remember that?
I don't really remember, but I remember you.
It was my cousin Sam.
I
her brother.
Those stuff. That
her brother
members,
yeah.
But they was like later on. It wasn't. No, it was like an older guy.
This happened in 2020.
Yeah,
they got But Sam and her brother were in their 70s. Mm-hmm. Remember, I told you my cousin, which was her son, her only child, had been in jail for over 20 years. He had just came home in 2019 and then died in 2020 from COVID. So, and the day of his, because he was Muslim, well, they both were Muslim, the day of his funeral, or his janazah, she was released from the hospital, but she couldn't go, because she was still, so she couldn't go to the what's name. But, yeah, it was a very, very strange time.
Yeah.
It was a strange time, and all of our hearts went out to my cousin Sam because for years, I was a kid when my cousin Tommy went to jail. You know what I mean? Like I didn't remember him. I was a kid, and so all the time, and that was her only child. So she'd always say, "Oh, he's coming home. He's coming home," and he had been in jail for so many years. She's like, "He ain't come home. He ain't come home," and then he came home.
But y'all didn't tell her that he passed, right?
When he initially passed, they didn't tell because she was still in the hospital.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, I think the next day is when they told her, or something like that, or I think it was when she came home from the hospitals when they told her that he had passed because they didn't want her because she had COVID. She was in the hospital for COVID and she had a heart attack. So they didn't want her to have...
Right.
And when he died, they went straight to the hospital and spoke to the doctors, and the doctor said that would not be a good idea because she just had a massive heart attack. You tell her son just died, she may have another heart attack and then die. So you need to think about how you're going to do this. So yeah, I think they waited the day that it was his janazah when she came home from the hospital, but she was too weak to even go if she wanted to go. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it was very hurt, and it's funny because I was on the phone with her the other day, and she brought it up about his thing, and she was telling me that his wife at the time, she's now deceased, and it's sad because when you think about it, you say, wow, like she lost her only child, was praying for him to come home. He came home, and then she had him home for a year, and then a year later he dies.
Yeah.
So yeah, COVID was really crazy.
Yeah,
it's very, very crazy.
I only know of one like high school classmate who passed, and mind you, he passed the day before my mom, and their funerals were a day
after,
before each other.
Oh, before each other. Okay.
I mean,
at the same funeral.
Yeah, at the same funeral.
Oh wow.
At the same, and they both their last name was Smith. Like, isn't that weird? Wow. Yeah.
Then we thought, it only hit old people. It didn't hit young.
Yeah,
it was just a lot of
young people were dying, but not as many as the old people.
It was a lot of
misinformation. And then the people in the nursing homes, and then they didn't have enough body bags, enough to keep their bodies in the freezer.
At my job, my second job, which was my first job at that time, the hospice unit closed down because during COVID, they weren't allowing family members to come up there. So family members were saying, we're taking them out.
Yeah.
We're taking them out because we don't want our loved ones to die in this facility by themselves. They would say, only Kevin can come up. Well, Kevin's not her only child. She got other kids too. Well, we're only allowing one person. So then families was like, yep. So that hospice unit is now closed. And it's been closed due to COVID because they wasn't making no money. And COVID lasted for what, a year or two?
Yeah,
almost 2 years.
3 years.
So it was like people were like, "Oh no, we're not bringing nobody back in no hospice thing. Our loved ones die, and then we can't. The whole family can't go up there to see them. Only one person can go up there. Like, nah."
Yeah, I just think that it sucks that my mom didn't get a chance to have a Catholic funeral because she's been Catholic all her life, and my sister was like, at that time. I remember my sister saying like, all right, we could just do her funeral now, but we could do something later. And I was like, no, because
it'll just bring back all
the memories. And Mikkel, I just wanted to be done. And those 12 days were so long. It was long. First of all, from the day they was like, from that Friday, your mom is okay, yada yada yada. Oh, well, we need to talk. They like, we need to make a decision about some stuff. And then that next day, it was just like, everything is going wrong. It's just not right. And, so like, we're coming up there. So it's like, okay, well, she didn't die while we were there, but we still couldn't go in the room. Right. And me cursing out the doctor. I cursed out the doctor because, the bedside manners were terrible. And doctors, you need to think about that. Yeah, you see death every day, but you can still be
compassionate.
Yeah, compassion, have
Sympathy.
empathy and sympathy.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to show sympathy, empathy, you can show it. And he didn't. And I cursed his ass out. I wanted to beat him the fuck up. That's what I really. Mikhail, I probably would have went to jail. And his name was on her death certificate. And I was like, I'm going to Google him, and I did. And I didn't find anything. But I was like, I'm going to Google him, and I'm going to find him. Like, that's how mad I was. I held on to that for a long time. But I don't have that no more. Right. But, that was just a time. But I just was like, no, because I don't want to do a funeral, and then a couple months later have a memorial. Because it's just too long. I just want to be over with it and put her in the ground and let's just live. Yeah, and I'm sad that she couldn't get what she wanted, but I'm glad we were able to do something. And even like with the power of the internet to put her funeral online for everyone to watch. And
is it still on?
Yeah, I never took it off. I've never took it off. And it's been a long time since I watched it. But yeah.
I want to see how I looked 5 years ago.
Skinnier.
Yeah.
Much thinner. Good 30 pounds. I've gained weight since then. Because I was a good 25 pounds lighter.
We were all skinny. What was the name? What's the name of it?
Mama Scorpion Homegoing.
Oh, Homegoing. I go find it.
Yeah.
That was the time.
Yeah.
That really
right
was
there
the
at
time.
the top.
I just wanted to turn the volume down. I didn't want to turn the volume up. Look at that stupid pen.
Oh yeah, I put that in her casket.
Hello, I was standing there with you.
Oh, okay. I put that with her.
I'm laying in somebody's casket.
It's with her, bitch. It's me. Okay. I don't know about the you part, but you in there with it too.
That's what I just said. I don't know about the you, but you're in there with her. That's what I just said.
Why you are? Your image is with her too. I don't know why.
I can hear it even now. Yeah. Cause why the fuck is
yeah. They asked me that. Oh yeah, we saw the pen you put in there. I said, yeah. She was a part of the show too.
You damn sure was. If it ain't one thing, it's a motherfucking nothing.
Nina was hot with everybody.
You know who was right there to the end? I'm about to show you this one. You know what that is, right?
Wait a minute.
Look.
Wait. Yeah.
Charles Father.
I know. I'm mad that you said that because I was going to say something else. But, he was thanking my mom the whole time.
Yeah.
He was thanking her the whole till they put her in the grave. Yes, my mom raised his kids.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah.
But you know what I like? That he was there the whole time. And I don't mean the day of the funeral. He was there those days leading up to the funeral. He kept coming. He was bringing stuff. Oh, there I go right there. Oh, I was small. Wait, I'm trying to get up and see me. When did I get up and speak? Look at me now, sitting in front of me. I wish I had a court when she came in.
And you notice none of us sat together. Like, we all was in different
y'all did.
parts.
Well, that's Gigi.
Yeah. And
then you sat right there, and then Amber and them sat behind.
And that's Mr. Perkins right there.
Yeah, that was my first time ever seeing him.
Really?
Remember, I never saw him before.
Never?
Never, all those years. Never saw him before.
He's still alive, too.
I'm trying to get...
No, you got to slide into like the 30-minute mark.
To me?
Yes. That's
what I think. Yeah, there I go right there. Oh, my God, you're so right.
No, you know, I watched it.
Who was that talking before me?
That was somebody singing, I think.
No, he's wiping his eyes.
Where? Up here?
Yeah, he's wiping his eyes.
Roll it up. I mean,
who is that?
It up. I'm right here. Oh, Richard.
Oh, it sure is. It don't look like him. Wow. All of us were small. Look at me. Oh, no, I wasn't that small. Look at my stomach.
No, but you were still smaller.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was really small. Oh, I look good, too.
Wearing a sweatshirt.
Walking up to that.
You remember what you said?
Yeah. Look at that shirt. I wonder where that shirt is. I can't fit that shirt. Oh, look at that shirt. It had roses on it. That's why I picked it.
He's like, good morning, everybody.
I did, didn't I?
And Miss Barbara told me to do if she told me to do something, I do it.
Get out of her house.
But to do it.
Get out of her fucking house.
You ain't tell that story. I walked in the door.
That day
and she was on that floor.
And I said,
I knew it.
hello, what are you doing? Do you need help? And she's laying there and looked at me. Why are you on the floor? Why are you on the floor? She was looking for what? The remote or a battery? Yeah. It's under the couch. Why are you on the floor trying to go under that couch to get that damn battery? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But Nina was really hot when that lady said, all right now.
Yeah. We all was hot. Yeah. We all were hot. Because I said, baby. But you know what's so crazy? Because that was the times of COVID. Mm-hmm. They were trying to rush you out. You know, it just was the times, and it's so crazy how that time was. Mm-hmm. That really was a time.
Yeah. Yeah. COVID, like craziness. Mm-hmm. So I didn't even have this as a topic, right. But it's just something that I thought about because, you know, we really have moved on, and we don't really talk about it. And I know I haven't seen documentaries. Like, you know how everybody got a story about 9/11. There's always a story about, you always learn something, even 22 years, 23 years? 24 years later, you hear about somebody new that you didn't know about. All of these stories about COVID, and you still haven't really seen any documentaries. I don't even want just the doctor's point of view.
You want regular people?
Regular people.
I remember recently CNN did something about COVID. They did something. I didn't watch it though. But I just remember for me working in healthcare and still having to go to work. Mm-hmm. And I just remember that was a time, that first month, I will say, I felt like in all the years that I was driving, that was the best time because there was no traffic. Mm-hmm. Every day going to work, there was no traffic. Every day coming home, there was no traffic.
And this thing about you had to come home, take your clothes off when you get
like
at
it
the
was
door.
It was just like, for me, I just looked at things like that. 76. Mm-hmm. When is there never no traffic on 76? Well, honey, it was never no traffic.
You said, well, honey, there was never no traffic.
So, it wasn't. Mm-hmm. Okay? You asked the question, I answered.
Yeah.
So, there was never no traffic on 76 those first few weeks of COVID. And I was so, like, I loved that part about COVID because I didn't have to deal with traffic. But it was so sad because, you know, people that you really were friends with and dealt with, they didn't want to come outside. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I go on the hood niggas pages on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And I sometimes scroll through their pictures, and I come across 2020, and I come across their pictures when they were outside chilling and stuff, and I say, wow, these hood motherfuckers didn't give a fuck about COVID.
No,
they were still outside on the corner, passing weed around, a blunt around.
Yeah, smoking with each other.
What is that, y'all?
YouTube.
Oh, passing that shit around. They didn't give a fuck. They were smoking with each other, and I'm just like, hello? There's a whole worldwide pandemic. Well, I said epidemic.
Yeah. Oh, at that time it was like an epidemic. Then it became a pandemic.
And I just recently watched this video of service at my church at the time when my pastor was only allowing like 10 people
in the church,
and he did a sermon during COVID. He kept saying epidemic. We were so, you know, we didn't know what the fuck was going on. It
really was a lot.
You just left out and said, what is going on? I can't go here. Yeah. I can't go there. I have to put this on. I have to take this off.
In the beginning, I didn't even think that. In the beginning, I thought it would be a long time before we even get it. And to know that it was in my house within 3 weeks. Right. Because now,
I remember y'all told me, I ain't coming to fuck back
I'm not the one to push fingers, but I know who it was.
Oh, we all do.
Yeah.
Trevor around Susie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, how about that?
We're the world's Carmen San Diego.
Taking your kids everywhere. Your boy
and still was doing it.
Yeah.
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 I don't think Mr. Keith meant his words about that either.
Yeah. Well, I never heard him say it. But
yeah. Well, I did. Traveling around Sally was going everywhere but staying her ass at home.
Yeah. And Courtney. And she was like, because when, you know, Mikhail, because I really tried years not to think about who could it be, but she's like, I can't smell perfume. And I didn't know at that time
that was one of the symptoms.
And then, like, bitch, I can't smell. I can't taste.
I remember when Charles got sick.
When Charles was sick like a dog. Yes,
when he got sick, I said, oh, bitch, I won't be back to fucking this house. Because Charles was a different kind of sick with COVID. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget, he was walking up them steps and
slow.
Oh, God.
All, you know how we run up them steps.
The way Charles was walking up them steps and he was moving so slow. And I think we all were looking at him like, the fuck is this disease? And I said, well, I won't be back in this house. Fuck everything in this house because I won't be the fuck back in here. Because we watched him go up them steps and people just like, what is the matter with him? And he was just like, I can't, my body. And I was like, bitch.
Frail, tired.
He was so tired and frail. And I was praying that, that wasn't my last time seeing him go up them steps because it was moving kind of slow.
Yeah, very slow. Like, so for those watching on YouTube, I opened up the new video just talking about it's been 5 years since COVID. And like at this time 5 years ago, we were really in the thick of COVID. Mm-hmm. And you don't see documentaries about people's lives and how people's lives was affected. We done lost millions of people. And we only heard about maybe a couple famous people that passed, but you don't really hear the stories of how it happened, how you noticed something was different. The people who had passed away in the nursing homes. You don't never hear none of their stories. I'm not a director, but where are their stories?
CNN used to, at that time, CNN had started, because I know Anderson Cooper, I used to see it on his show all the time, but they used to have something like in the corner where they would always tell you how many people had died from COVID. Mm-hmm. Like, so every night, every day, it was a different number, and the number kept going higher and higher. When I knew COVID was subsiding was when the numbers started dropping, and then slowly but surely, because I thought came 2021, oh shit, COVID about to be over. As soon as January 1st hit, it's over. No, that shit was still going on. Mm-hmm. And for me, I was just like, when is this going to end? I'm looking for now government officials. All right, are they still wearing masks? Because if they still wear masks, then that means that they know something that we don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I think for me personally, my comfort level came when I started seeing somebody like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Mm-hmm. When I started seeing them take off their masks, I said to myself, well, shit gotta be getting better because this man is in his fucking 80s or he's close to 80 years old and his immune system is way weaker than mine.
Okay.
So if he's walking around without a mask on, the shit gotta be getting a little fucking better. Yeah. Okay? But every time I seen him with a mask, I said, oh boy, shit ain't right. Because he's wearing a damn mask.
But you remember that October when Trump got COVID?
Yeah.
And how slow he was walking to the White House? Like, that shit was killing him.
And then when, what's his name from Jersey? Chris Christie. When he got it.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Remember that? And then
that's when they started doing
the White House.
The cocktail drugs that they gave him. He said if it wasn't for that, he wouldn't have been here.
Well, look how big he is.
Yeah.
So, hello? I can't imagine getting COVID now as big as I am.
You would have lived.
I'm about the size of that sofa over there. But listen, Chris Christie, when he came out and said that he got COVID at that White House party and was blaming Trump and all them, and hey, listen, that's when their relationship really went strained. Oh, you gonna say you got that shit up in my house and you gonna blame me?
Yeah.
Fuck you think you is?
And if it wasn't for COVID, he'd probably still be under Donald Trump.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, he said you trying to kill. You almost died. I almost died.
But what I liked about, I know some people don't like what's the name, but what I liked about it is that he was one of the Republicans who came out and said, "Listen, this is what it is."
Yeah.
And Donald Trump, you're not all what you cracked up to be.
But what if those Republicans grew a backbone?
Well, none of them did.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, we lost Trump for 4 years. They was happy, but then they was like, oh shit, we gotta really go with him because he still got power. Maybe Wisconsin. What's her name from Wisconsin? But never lost her position. What's her name from Wisconsin? For senator. Was she a senator?
Amy Klobuchar?
No. She's in Minnesota. The Dick Cheney's daughter.
Oh, Liz Cheney.
Liz Cheney. She was from Wisconsin.
I don't know where she's from.
Yeah, okay, well, she probably would have never lost her seat. But it's like, where is your dignity? What's going on?
It's a shame because while Trump is back in the White House, you're not going to hear nothing from her.
No.
Because some Republicans are going to do her dirty.
Well, they can do her dirty, but, I mean, she can still speak out.
Yeah, but...
And if you know, but like you, first of all, y'all motherfuckers know right from wrong.
Yeah.
That's my thing. So you try to act like it's not a big deal, all of that. Remember when Kamala started running for president and the Dow was going down a little bit? Oh, this is the Kamala crash, Kamala. Okay. Then all of a sudden bad thing.
I actually looked at my 401k the other day.
It went back up.
But, well, before it started going back up, I expected to have lost a whole lot of money than what I lost. Mm-hmm. While I was like, oh God. But it wasn't a significant blow like I thought it was going to be. Because I was like, I'm not going to look at my 401k. I'm not going to look at it. And then I looked at it and...
It wasn't as bad.
It wasn't as bad.
Was it like 10% lower?
It was bad, but it wasn't as bad. It was just... It was a couple $100 actually.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Kevin, it wasn't even $1,000.
So you only look when it went back up.
No, I didn't look when it went back up. I looked... Oh. This was like last week when I looked. Didn't it start going back up? What?
Right.
Last week?
Last week.
Yeah.
But once he said that the tariffs was over for 3 months.
When I looked, it was nothing compared to what it was.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't back to where it.
Somebody said they had lost like, not even just their 401k, but they were just like, I lost $7 million.
$7 million.
People lost million. Bitch, what's his name? The owner of Twitter, Musk. He lost billions of dollars.
Of course he did.
Billion.
Of course he did.
Capital B and a lowercase
but he still got a bunch of it.
Yeah. I
don't feel sorry for him.
But you notice, you don't, ever since this thing, you don't hear about him no more.
Well, him and Trump and his little boy
allegedly
was at the UFC fight the other night.
Oh,
that was the first time a president ever went to one of those fights.
No, Donald Trump always go to the UFC.
Well, he claims that was the first time.
No, it ain't his first time.
Well, I don't watch Donald Trump, but I just thought it was so awkward.
You know what's so crazy?
Suit on.
Every time they go out there supporting Trump and like fuck this person, fuck that, this race, that, they always lose. They get choked out. They get beat the fuck up. Like, I'm we haven't talked about this, but the man that was from El Salvador came here in 2011. He still wasn't like a legal citizen, but he had protections. They sent him back to El Salvador allegedly as a mistake. It could have been a mistake, but if you send somebody back home that shouldn't have been sent back home, you should have. First of all, you should have wanted to go pick him up. Just think of an American being deported somewhere or somebody being sent somewhere and they shouldn't have been sent nowhere. And you say, you know what, we're not going to pick him up because he was a gang member. You say all this and that and you have no proof that this person was a gang member. I think that is so fucked up. I cannot wait. And I hope I live through this administration to see many more other administrations after this. But this is really fucked up where you could just pick somebody up off the street, ship them off somewhere and say, I don't give a fuck. We ain't got to bring him back because he can stay there. Then you had their president come here and sit in your house and say that bullshit.
That White House is that Oval Office is so gaudy with all that gold in there. It just looks a mess. It looks like a cheap, rundown hotel. That Oval Office. It's just so, cheap, gaudy gold everywhere. And I like gold.
I just wish that, but what now to the people that's okay with that? What if this was your family member? I want you to think of the person you love the most, and they just shipped them. They grabbed them up somewhere because their skin color was brown, and they shipped them off to somewhere, and say, "Oh well, she can't come back." Oh well, yeah, we made a mistake, but yeah, they can stay there. That's really fucked up. This person has a wife, he has children, and he can't come back because you allege that he's a part of a gang, but you don't have any proof.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like they're going after everybody brown.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
I haven't heard about you sending anybody back. I mean, I'm sure they probably are shipping people back to Africa. Are you shipping people back to England? Are you shipping people back to Italy? Are you shipping people back?
Don't say Canada, because you know they're going to ship them back to Canada.
Oh yeah, well now they are.
Yeah, and like that.
But you're not going after nobody that's clear like you. And it's fucked up. It really is fucked up. Now my thing is this. If you want to go after the criminals, go after the motherfucking criminals. I'm talking about people that's out here doing shit. But if you not, I mean, if these people done been here, they not bothering nobody, they done built a family, they got all of this going on, why would you want to interrupt that? They're not fucking with nobody. They're not criminals. They're not in the system. They're not doing nothing. Mm-hmm. Why the fuck would you want to fuck that up? Mm-hmm. That's what I don't like. Yeah, they might have not want to be here. They didn't get here legally, but they're here. We didn't come here legally. So are you going to ship all of us back over to Africa? Mm-hmm. I would like to see that. I would like to see that. You ain't shipping us back over there. Y'all came over here and stole from the Indians. This was their land.
Well, according to them, Christopher Columbus, this was his land.
No, it wasn't no Christopher Columbus land.
You can't discover nothing where people already live at.
You know, don't nobody even say Christopher Columbus Day no more, because we know the real.
But they say it in those, out in the rural counties.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm just tired of this shit where, okay, I'm going to take away this person because you wrote a book about your black experience, and you can't read about that. You can try whatever you want. You cannot erase our motherfucking history. And without black people inventing shit, we wouldn't even be living the way we live today.
That's true.
Try to live without some of the shit we invented or our ancestors invented. You know, that shit really burns me up because you know right from wrong. But you okay with this. This is like the modern day shit. This is modern day racism for us. But it was different for our parents. Because see, back then, they talk all that shit to you. Now, they're saying, okay, well, we can't really say all the things we really want to say. Some of them we'll still try it. But we'll go about this the legal way. We have the House, we have the Senate, and we have the White House. And we have the motherfucking Supreme Court. So you got 4 things. And we're going to test our limits and our powers to do whatever we can before they say, all right, bitch, now you're doing way too much. Now, you've already lost in the court of a public opinion, but now you're doing shit to see how far you could go within the courts of the law. And these people are okay with that. Now, you got this young boy, Carmelo Anthony. I know that name is so strange with the basketball player. We're not talking about the basketball player. Now, people came up with their own stuff about what happened with this boy and him and the white kid that got killed, Austin Metcalf. We still don't know the real tea of what happened, except for now when it first started in the beginning, you couldn't tell me Austin Metcalf wasn't a track star. Mm-hmm. He was a football player. But they were at this meet or on the same field or whatever. They told Carmelo he was on the wrong side. Allegedly, Carmelo defended himself. I'm saying alleged because I don't know what the fuck happened. And there's so many different stories, so many different narratives about what happened. But you got a black young boy, never been in trouble, got a good GPA, an excellent GPA. And they're saying he killed this boy. Why would you bring a knife to a track meet? At this point, bitch, why wouldn't you bring a gun to attract me? Because the way y'all shoot up shit, because y'all don't like the way things going, you can't go to church, you can't go to school, you can't go to the mall, you can't go to the supermarket, you can't even walk to your car, you can't go to work, you can't do a motherfucking thing without somebody pointing a gun at your face and you questioning why people carry weapons with them? How fucking dare you?
You know, back to black people inventing everything. Because we really do. But I wonder if somebody black invented that lube that you got behind your TV right now.
Oh, bitch, that ain't even just that. Oh. Now, you're not going to, what you're not going to do is look around and sidetrack things. I really have to pee. You might point out some more things while I'm in the back. And I'm going to give you. I'm going to let you have that.
Because recently I saw a fleshlight in here too.
Oh, no, bitch. I got something better than that. Oh. When I tell you I get my life.
That lube has been staring at me in that can.
Stop looking at it.
So I just wanted to know, when you mentioned black people inventing things, I just thought to myself, well, I wonder who invented that. Because I was listening intently as you were speaking about blacks inventing everything, which you're actually right. But then as I'm listening, my eyes are going around this apartment and I'm just pointing out everything that is out of order. And so then I see the lube, which is really out of order because it's behind your TV. But I see the word lube looking at me from under the TV. So I'm like, yeah, this is really out of order. But hey, who is me to judge? But anyway, I just was like, wow, he's speaking on inventions and black people. I wonder who invented that. So maybe I will look it up, or maybe one of you can look it up for us and tell us who invented lube. Because I don't have a clue. And you know what's so interesting? Because the can in which it's in, it reminds me of the can that we use at work when I have my employees spray down this, it's like this stuff that looks like salt that you would put on the ground when it snows outside to melt the ice. But the stuff that we have at work, it's actually for liquids. So if there's a spill, you pour this rocky stuff on it and then it absorbs the liquid and the liquid hardens up. But
when I tell you...
Don't show me that. Oh my...
Mikel, when I tell you...
Why do you have that? You need to put... Where did you order that from?
Bitch, I went to the store and got that.
And he has balls.
When I tell...
Is that what you use the lube for?
I don't even need that, okay?
It just slides right in. Good God Almighty.
That is... baby.
Okay, so yeah. Moving on. But what you're not going to do is leave that sitting there looking at me.
You should have never said nothing. You looking around.
I have a friend. I'm going to show you this friend who sent me a video of them and their toy. Mm-hmm. But I got to hide my phone.
Toys is the best thing, baby.
I don't know. I've never used one.
You, baby.
Never used one. I don't.
Babe, when I tell you, baby.
Is that what it is?
It's the best. I mean, of course I want the real thing too. But...
Did I ever show you this? Wait, hold on. I don't know if I ever showed you this.
Uh-oh.
Don't say that out loud.
But do I know him?
Yes!
Wait a minute! Come here! Wait, where is that posted?
Girl? Yes, when I seen that,
now, let me ask you a question. Wait.
When I seen that, I said, you've gone to that level?
What's he doing on Strange for Change? Because
I don't know.
Let me tell you, every Facebook post, I lost this person.
Yep.
Why, woe is me.
Yeah.
I don't like... What the fuck? Yes.
Oh, I don't follow her on Facebook.
Oh.
I follow her on Instagram. And
One time I was like, one time I said, if you really need it, stop it.
Yeah.
But one time I said, if you really
But I
need
didn't know she was like this. Like, I didn't know she was like that.
That ass is amazing.
Oh,
I never.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's a freak.
But I didn't know.
Yeah.
And it's raw. Oh, see? Stop it. Stop the tape. Stop it. I don't want to see that.
Yeah. How about it? Yeah.
Oh my
I couldn't believe it when I
God.
saw that. I could not believe when I saw it.
You know what? Y'all can say what y'all want about this, about prep and stuff, but I'm from the old school.
Yeah, I'm from the old school too.
I'm from the old school. You can't be beating up in my back like that.
No, you can't. You got to put that condom on, and you better put it on now.
Yes. You can't be all up and roll up and meet like that.
I don't think anybody wants to be raw up in you.
Excuse you. You out your fucking mind.
Listen.
They try everything. Oh.
You
it
left?
just don't feel. No, bitch.
Oh. Oh,
You can get this good.
This is my friend. Sent me this.
Now that's way too big.
That's way too big.
That's way too big.
Let me guess this.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Them toys is up. I'm trying.
Okay, you can't say no more.
Okay, you got to get yourself one.
No, I don't.
I might get you one for your birthday as a game gift.
Slap the shit
Hey,
out.
no, but you can't do nothing about it.
I won't take it.
Bitch, put it in your car.
No, I won't. Somebody pull me over and see that. And what is this, sir? And I'm taking one of the mothers from the church home, and they pull me over and pull that out.
What is they doing in there back there? Mikkel got a. I don't know if you still got a. Mikkel,
What?
I haven't rode in your car in years.
Oh no, it's not like it used to be.
Oh my God!
Remember my backseat?
I don't even. To be honest, I don't even know what Mikkel's car looked like. All I know is, are you coming here? All right, let's go. Nobody always has to take me somewhere. Oh, y'all getting a good free view. Y'all
Remember how I used to have shit in my backseat, and then motherfuckers would be like, "I say, gotta move it over."
Can y'all send something to our cash apps?
Yeah,
because
this is a good
free view. Because y'all know we don't really do nothing on YouTube. YouTube did us dirty for years. I'm still trying to recover. Okay, so I am the Scorpion. Of course, y'all know that. And Mikkel is Lauren Babe.
That's LAURENBABE.
Now,
Lauren Babe.
yes. Now I'm about to do a little bit of Marvin Sapp. Lock them doors. Lock the doors.
Yeah, they locked.
Now I have 190 people in here.
Oh,
Now if everybody just gave us $1, we could raise $200.
that's $1.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Yeah, because let me tell you how back in the day, me and Mikkel used to go to the dollar store. I mean, you could buy a lot of stuff for $1.
Yeah.
You could buy batteries. You could have bought eggs.
There's no such thing as a dollar store.
Yeah, it's no dollar store no more.
Yeah.
But back in those times,
Everything's a quarter machine. Quarter.
I do have Venmo, the Scorpion.
Yeah, and I have Venmo too.
And if you want to send it to Mikkel, no, just send me the $2 to my Venmo.
No, send it to me.
I'll send it to Mikkel.
Yeah, because I'll never see it if you send it to him.
Oh, bitch, this a lie. So, listen, we are not really hard to find.
No, we're
you
not.
can find us for $5 a month on Patreon. Okay, you can help because especially the way these next couple of months about to look, you could definitely help support.
Look at her.
Us. I haven't seen her like that on my timeline.
Look.
She like her pussy stink. I'm sorry.
I
don't see nothing appealing about her.
And these guys really be having sex with her.
I mean, people have sex with anything these days.
Hello?
Well, not you dare! Don't you dare! Hello?
People do have sex with anything. Hello? It's anything is sitting right on that damn fucking table.
Baby. No, Mikkel, you got to understand.
Oh, we waking the cat up.
Oh, he alright. He ain't meow since we started recording. It's something about when you put your thing in that, then it's the climax.
I hope you washed it out good.
Bitch, I just cleaned it out.
Oh, good.
I always clean it out. here we are in our 40s, just talking about stuff that we never really talk about. I like that for us.
I don't like
this growth.
I don't like that toy has balls.
I like it though, because it's.
Can I show them?
It's heavy. Listen.
No, I wasn't gonna pick it up.
But listen.
Thank you for the cash apps.
Yeah, send us the cash app. The Scorpion and Lauren Babe.
Thank you, Todd McMurray.
Y'all heard that?
It wasn't even a big smack.
I no, because it's silicone. But it's I'm not mad at it. Look how we grown.
No, you are. You do you.
And let me tell you, now mind you,
to you.
I still get the boys too.
Oh, hey, don't I know?
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you something. One thing about you, you can go to a subway station and find any man
You
want
out your goddamn
and bring him back.
Let me pull the cat out. Did I introduce my cat yet?
One thing about you ain't never seen a subway platform that you couldn't find a man on.
No. I mean, I could find a hood boy if I want to. But a lot of them, no, because they require maintenance. They don't know how to clean their balls. They don't know how to clean their dick. And if you're going to, first of all, you're going to mess with me. First of all, one thing you're going to know is I'm going to smell good when thank you for that, the Almers. Yes, and now if everybody else sent $1.
You're sending
Hey,
it's 200 people on here.
Yes, Don't make me get Marvin Sapish on you.
Hello?
Hey, because this is free. We be charging you $10. But we not. But no, what I was saying was, what was I just saying? Damn, I had a good drink. Somebody repeat what I just said. The Scorpion with a K and Lauren Babe. LAURENBABE. Oh, Jeffrey. Somebody named Jeffrey want to be friends on Venmo. Shit. I'm on live, so I can't stop the live. But what I'm going to say is, like, you got to be clean. One thing with me is if I know you're coming here, I'm getting in the shower ASAP. One thing I don't like is if you want me to, if we gonna mess around, you have to be clean. Your body.
First of all, I shouldn't even have to tell you.
And you know what? Together. No, you know why? Because these girls, especially the ones that we like to deal with, they accept anything. Some of them. I shouldn't say all of y'all, but your body needs to be clean. Like, yes, we like to see you free ball in the summer with your basketball shorts on, but if you want to have fun, them balls shouldn't smell like yesterday or 3 weeks ago. Like, I shouldn't have to promote this. And just like no man won't want no 3-week-old smelling pussy. Like, come on.
I don't.
Like, how you... Something my mom said to me, and it still resonates with me. How you expect somebody to suck your dick if you don't wash yourself? How you don't like to wash up? How you expect somebody to put their face down there? How do you expect anybody to put their face down there if you don't wash up?
Thank you, Marvelous Mullins. Thank you. The cash apps are coming in. Thank you all.
You gotta clean yourself. Her pussy. I mean, her pussy don't got a face. Yeah, but it got a smell. Bitch.
I don't like where this conversation is going.
It don't matter because you should have never changed the subject from what I was talking about.
Who, me?
The young boy, and you brought up lube.
Thank you, Greg Watson. He sent $15. I know that's right.
Let me tell you something about the washcloths and towels. Okay, Walmart give you 15 washcloths for about $4. Okay. So, it's always a clean washed cloth in this house, okay? I got about 60 fucking washcloths. But It don't matter why I got that many. Lauren Babe, yes, that is Mikkel's.
Did they spell it right?
Yeah, that's Mikkel. Yes, that's Mikkel's
Cash App.
thing. Cash App. But yeah, you gotta wash your body. And that's one of the main reasons why I wash everything down, because you don't know who might want to go down there.
You don't know who might want to say, "Baby, it's you."
You never know.
You're the one I love.
Can I tell you
You're
something?
the one I need.
Something happened to me over the week.
Let me just say this, because my friend asked me this the other day. No, I do not have any Beyonce tickets. Because I'm very upset that she's not coming to Philly. So I have not decided. I have not decided where I want to go. Yep. And you know that's not like me.
Yeah.
I am just very pissed that of all times, and you go on tour, you decide not to come to Philly because she's always coming to Philly. Always coming to Philly. I got you talking about a Chitlin Circuit tour. I got a bunch of damn Chitlin Circuit clowns that you could have came and met. I'm not happy with that, girl.
Yeah, she wants you to come to the hold down in New York.
Yeah, I don't want to go to no hold down in New York. I want to hold down with the motherfuckers in my own city.
This ain't Philly.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to go to Jersey. I don't want to go to Chicago. I don't want to go to LA or Atlanta. I want to go to Philly.
Let me tell you, I think the Atlanta show probably won't pop out of all the shows. I really do.
It probably will. She's going to Houston though.
Yeah,
of course, that's her hometown. Yeah,
but child, please. I mean,
that's how I feel.
I don't like Houston. I didn't like Houston when I went. And don't get mad if you're in Houston. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
And don't get mad.
Yeah.
How about that?
It's the truth. I'd rather tell the truth than tell a lie.
Listen, you said what you didn't like. You didn't say it was a horrible place. You just said you didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
Right. Your experience may not be somebody else's.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But I know as for me, Beyonce, I'm not happy that you're not coming to Philly. So I am slow walking this. You know, my friend asked me the other day, wait, are you going to be on? I don't know.
And I know it ain't going to be on HBO or, but all these streaming goddamn networks, it should be on something.
Cowboy Carter may have just been my experience at the football game in December. When she did it, hey, that might just been my, hey, because I don't know. I don't like when, you know, and I love Beyonce. Y'all know I love her. I don't really have to explain that to y'all. But I just feel like Philly is always a crazy ass crowd. Like we always go the fuck in when she comes here, and I'm like, huh? You ain't coming here? Mm-hmm. Oh no! And you want me to go where?
I'm there with my face looking like that.
I don't know those people up there. And the only reason why I went to New York that one time to go see her is because I had already seen her in Philly a few weeks earlier.
Yeah.
And Frank and I were talking, and Frank called me and said he had a ticket for me. So I said, oh, I get to see the Mrs. Carter tour twice?
No, but you also went to Revel. Not Revel. The one that was in New York.
No, in Atlantic City.
What was in Hammerstein? I know you went to Revel, but that's not the one I'm referencing.
Oh, when she was pregnant, everybody knew. Yeah. But that was something because that wasn't a tour.
Yeah, and
that was like a 3
Jeremy
night. Yeah, that was like a 2 or 3 night special at that one theater. So yes, I did go to that. But that was because she was only going to New York. Yeah. So yeah, but when you're going on tour, going to these other cities, and you bypass Philly, you go to Jersey, New York, and then say, "Oh."
She said, "No, y'all are in the same area. If you want to see me, you can drive 2 hours." And I mean, some of the girls are going to drive 2-3 hours.
Some of the girls
because you're there for 5 nights.
Yeah. Who in Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just 2.
Yeah. Well, you.
Well, why couldn't 2 of those nights be in Philly?
I don't know. Maybe we got to make a phone call.
Yeah, like come on now. And you want me to do what?
With who?
With who? And what car? Because I know you don't think I'm driving mine up there.
Patty and the girls are going on. Patty LaBelle going on tour. She's not even coming to Philly.
Yeah,
I didn't even see Philly on the thing.
Yeah, how about that?
Y'all gonna stop skipping Philly.
They should have kept Dionne. Is Dionne Warwick on that tour?
No, she's not.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because she's already on tour, and I'm waiting for her to come off of it.
Dionne tour?
She's still on tour.
I thought Dionne was doing
or whatever the hell she's
shows.
Doing. Home shows.
Yeah.
She a home health aide?
No, but she was doing like home shows from her home.
No, she be on stage. Unless she got a stage in her damn house.
Dionne. Warwick.
Yeah.
Is still on tour.
Yeah, because she posted a picture the other day when her son came up on stage with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We didn't even get to all of we ain't talking. No, we got to talk about Kenya and them. And if y'all want to hear us talk about Kenya and them, y'all gotta come on over to Patreon because I'm cutting this off.
See, look,
right?
She's
now.
still on tour. 7 concerts scheduled, May 30th. Yeah.
Oh wow.
She's still on tour, and get up there and just sit down and start.
Anyone who had a heart could look at me.
Do you know that I love?